let's take a look at the early impact of Tesla's earnings. So Tesla's earnings are out. It is 4:23 right now. They have been out recently. So let's first take a look at what happened today, where we closed, and then let's jump right into the post-market and look at the earnings. So we closed at $389.10 today, so down almost $9, 2.26%. If we take a look at our chart, we cannot understand what has happened without looking at our chart. So we have a red candle today. We still close pretty much right smack on 388.73. Let me go to the 1 hour chart right here. So first hour of the day, second hour of the day, third and fourth hour, we managed to stay above 388.73. Then we came down to approximately 384.27, which coincides to a low that we had on January 10th. But we rebounded a little bit, but caved in finally for the last half hour. We caved in below 388.73. But then the earnings happened right now, and it has been pretty much all over the place. We saw the price go down to 368. Now the price is at 392, even though we are lower than expectations. Let's take a look at this financial summary. Total automotive revenues, we are lower than where we were in Q3. Energy generation and storage revenue, we are high, 113% year over year. Services and other revenues, we are higher. Total revenues, we are higher. Total gross profit, we are lower. Total GAAP gross profit, the GAAP gross margin, we are also lower. Operating expenses, we had an increase. Income from operation, this is kind of a big drop down from 2.7 to 1.5. Operating margin, it also pretty much tanked. So Q3 was fantastic. Q4, a little bit less. Adjusted EBITDA, this is higher. Adjusted EBITDA margin, this is higher. Net income, this is higher. Net income attributable to common stockholders, this is pretty much flat. EPS, earnings per share, 0.66 for GAAP, 0.73 non-GAAP. The expectations were 0.775, so we have a miss right there. In terms of the expectations, the earnings 0.775 and revenues 27 billion. 27 billion is quite a lot. And we are at 25.7. So we have a miss on revenues. We have a miss on earnings per share. So let's take a look at what is happening with the stock. So the stock is doing not too bad. Look at this. We are at 405. We are up almost 4%, $15 up. So the current stock price is right here shown by this blue line. So if we open like this tomorrow, we are going to be still within our congestion zone. The congestion zone runs between 388.73 up to 426.47. So we would be right smack in the middle of the congestion zone. So this would not change the pattern of Tesla stock. So far, what is happening post-market is not changing the story. We are still into our congestion zone right here. On top of it, we are still below our decreasing downward resistance. And remember, we were also into an increasing support line. So we were into a not quite symmetrical triangle. So we should be still in it. In order to have a break in pattern, we would need to break, as I mentioned, 426.47. So check that number tomorrow. If we break that, then this is going to mean that even though we have a miss, we have a big move up in the stock, a significant move up in the stock. Right now, we cannot say that. This is not too bad what's happening right now. But depending on how Elon spins the whole thing during the call, then if he spins it right, maybe the stock could go a little bit higher. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. So VIX just a little bit higher today. It was quite worse during the day. If we switch on the 1 hour chart, we started to climb, but then at 2 o'clock, we had some decent news. So the federal interest rate has rendered their decision and they are not touching the interest rates. So rates are staying at 4.5%. This is what was expected. So everything is in line. If Powell had lowered the interest rates, this could have helped the market, but because it is standing still, we did not have much impact. The VIX started to climb a little bit prior to that. We see it here, the first hour of the day, second, third, fourth, started to go higher. People were scared, but boom, after the decision came down, the VIX started to fall back down to where it was. Take a look at the 10-year bonds. This is pretty stable also. This is not going higher. This is good. Dow Jones, a little bit down 0.31%. Not too bad. We had the big move up 2 days ago, so this is just stabilizing. This is not even a 50% drop from the beginning of the week, so this is maintaining itself quite well. SPX, nothing bad to say. We had the bad Monday, but now we are recovering, and today we are just going sideways. Nasdaq also not too bad. A bad Monday, but we are pretty much even Steven with where we were yesterday. Russell, as I mentioned yesterday, the small caps are going nowhere so far. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. So we see a lot of black. So basically, things are not moving too much, except NVIDIA at -4%. The rest is pretty much okay. We have Tesla at -2%, but lots of black. We are having a lot of earnings call this week. So people are basically waiting to see what is going to happen. We have Microsoft also, which has its earnings call tonight, and also Meta. So depending on what's happening with these, we are going to see how the market is reacting. Right now, we can see that the post-market for Meta is taking a little bit of a hit. We are -5%. So let's hope that this won't influence Tesla too much. Tesla is still higher even though it has a miss. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.